So I have this jar here, and I'm wondering what you see. Most people would say they just see a glass jar or a cup, whatever it is that you call it, depending on where you're from. And most people would say that it's empty. And this jar is a metaphor and analogy for everyone that I work with. Some people, empty is good. Some people, empty is bad. Some people feel so full of crap, of hurt, of pain, of shame, of guilt, of anger, of feelings of abandonment, feelings of rejection. They feel so full of that. It's as if this jar represents their body, their emotional state, their mental state, their physical state. And it feels so full. It feels like it's overflowing. They feel overwhelmed. They feel like they can't take it anymore because literally things are continuing to be poured in here and the jar can't take anymore. It's already full to the max, to the top, to the brim, so much so that it's pouring out, it's pouring over and spreading and moving all over other surfaces, whatever surface this jar is on. So wherever you are, you feel like you're going and you're just impacting and affecting everything with all the stuff that you feel full of, with anger, resentment, guilt, shame, hurt, and pain. And it's just spreading out, almost like water, just pouring and leaking onto everything, getting everything else around it wet. But to some people, they feel empty. They feel there's nothing inside. They feel like there's a crack or a leak or a hole in the bottom. And no matter how much gets poured or put into this, it feels like it never holds it. It feels like it doesn't stay. And they give and give and give love, themselves, forgiveness, happiness. They give themselves to others. They pour out of their cup into other people's cup and hope that those people will pour back into theirs. Yet, with that hole, that crack, that leak in the bottom, it just comes out so slow that you almost can't feel it. And then they feel empty inside. Nothing for themselves to drink when they're thirsty. So to some people, they see an empty cup, and that's good because it means that they're no longer holding on to the guilt, the shame, the blame, the anger, the hurt. They've released it, they've let it go. And this empty space, they can put in love, they can put in compassion, they can put in forgiveness, and there's room for that. But to some people, the opposite is true. So it's a matter of perception. And there's that saying out there, if it's only filled up to here, is it half empty or half full? What if there's nothing? What is your perception of an empty cup, an empty jar? Is it a good thing? Or does it mean that you feel empty inside? You feel void of the very things that you want and need in your life to feel complete, to feel whole? Or is it so full of all that stuff? There's no room for anything else. So it's not the matter of if it's up to here or here or here. It's a matter of your perception. Is empty in your mind a good thing? Or is it a bad thing? Because you can share this with other people and say, I feel empty inside. And for you, that's a bad thing. But for someone else who feels full of all of those negative things, feeling empty can be a beautiful thing because it means that you're not holding on to those things that they are, those things that they're full of. So that's why when you're connecting and talking with people, it sometimes feels so disconnected because their perception is different from yours. So it's all about your perception, your thoughts, the images, the feelings that you have about yourself, if this is your body, your heart, your soul, your mind. So I ask you, what is it for you? What's your perception of this? If it's good, amazing, keep doing what you're doing. But if it's not, what are you doing to change it? And if you're ready to change it very quickly and very easily and completely transform your life and change on all of those levels, I would love to connect and see if we are a good fit to work together one-on-one. You can find more information about how to connect in the links below this video so that your perception of this, of you, is the one that leads to a life of happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction. Thank you.